Racism is not okay. Us stooping down to their level and hating them is not okay. And until we realize that, our pain will never be relieved. For years and decades, they have shown us how they feel about us. This is not new, but yet we are still participating in illegal activities, putting ourselves in situations where the police can hurt, harm, or kill us. But yet, when we finally get that opportunity to show who we are, we go and destroy stores, steal, and take jobs from our own. We need to fix our community. We need to stop participating in illegal activities. We need to educate ourselves how to deal with certain situations. We need to understand that we cannot be ourselves around certain people. We need to understand that there are still racist people out there who do not like us. We need to understand that we are part of the problem. And until we fix our part of the problem will not get fixed. It will not get fixed. And for the unlucky ones who did nothing but just be born black, who got shot, killed, harassed for being black, that is a problem of where a child has been brought up wrong. Where a child's parents has either not taught them about racism or has taught them to be racist. That is a problem. The fact that our school system does not have a core class about racism where they can either teach a child about racism or challenge and battle a child that is being taught to be racist and let them choose on their own. And let them see that what my parents is saying is not okay. Or which is realistic. Or they choose that what their parents are saying is right. And it keeps going. More racist people, it's bound to happen. But we have to try to implement that. We weren't taught that. I was lucky enough to be black. Lucky enough to be taught that, hey, you can't do this there. You can't do this here. If you do this, it may lead to this. It may lead to you being shot and killed. I was lucky enough to be black. Because I was taught about racism. I was taught that we had to fight to get to that table while the other kids were almost done with their meal. I was taught that. See, but people don't realize that it's not okay to teach your kids that. People don't realize that the kids is who the people that come into adults and teach the other kids and teach the, it ain't nothing but just rotation. Keep going. And as far as the government will stay corrupt. I hope I'm wrong, but the government will stay corrupt. And these protests, they make change. They do. Micro changes though. We've seen it before. We've done it before. I think we got to take it to the next step. There has to be a next step we need to take because we've done protests before. We need to take it somewhere else. We have to be persistent about it. You know, as grateful as we are to the, celebrities and the amount of people that are, talking about this, but I've been dealing with this for 18 years. You know, it's fine that they're, doing it now, but it has to stay persistent. Can't just be with the movement, then when things start to running again, you just chilling, doing whatever you want. You're gonna be part of it, stay part of it. Stay with us. Help us make real change. But make sure you're looking in the right direction. Make sure you're changing things in the right place. Not just shouting and screaming. Educating. And not the people who are already far gone. They're far gone. There's nothing you can do for them. There's nothing you can do for them. There's nothing you can do for them. But it's important that it's happening now. It's important that it happened and that it's starting and that we keep it going in order for the next generation and generation after that to change it. And then maybe once everybody who's in power right now, they'll be gone, and that generation will be there, and they'll have learned about racism. They'll have learned about how to treat people. And maybe things will be different. Maybe things will be better. But we have to fight. Continue fighting. And for the ones who join, y'all have to fight like y'all never fought before. Because it is a war. Not violence, but a war. Because violence isn't the answer. Because we've seen they've used violence on us. And it does nothing. It does nothing but bring wrongness, hatred. Shows their anger. You know, I view it as the same thing as social media. I view it as haters. That's all they are, as haters. And they're using their power and anger and they're putting it all out on us. That's all that is. But if you stop paying the haters attention, they slowly begin to fade away. They slowly begin to stop. Once we're here as a team, bringing each other up, helping each other, fixing our community, real things happen. Real change happens. We think we need them in order for things to change. We need us in order for things to change. We are the change. We don't need to flip the racist to be unracist. They're not gonna do it. They're going to stay racist. They don't want a black person telling them to stop being racist. It's making them even more mad. Nobody's worrying about them. Forget about them. You don't need them. You here with us. We a team. One mess up, we all accountable. We all accountable if one mess up. So none of us can mess up. And if we do, we mess up, we hold ourselves accountable, we fix it, we keep moving. But if we do not stay persistent, in 30 years, the same thing will continue to happen. Same thing will continue to happen. It will. And we have to understand that we are able to change that. if we fix ourselves, if we fix our community, if we understand that it's not just our fight, it's all of our fights. It's all of our fights. All the races have came in to help us. To help us. Imagine that. It's not just us fighting. Everybody's fighting for us. So we need to get up and do our job. We need to get up and go to work on ourselves. And don't let the people down that are here to help us. It's the only way it's going to work. That is the only way it's going to work. And stay that way. That's the way we want it. That's what we're fighting for. That's what we're here to do. Correcting others, educating others when they say something wrong. Understanding that they just didn't know no better. And I'm not talking about the racist. I'm talking about the others who just didn't know no better. And they said the wrong thing. But once you educate them, and they apologize and they go say that right thing, they're with us. You shouldn't hate someone. It's never okay. Don't do what they doing to us. Why? Why do that? Then how does it get fixed? It doesn't get fixed. We gotta change the game. And once we change the game, they won't even know the rules anymore. They won't even know how to play the game anymore. We'll have to lay it all down to them. They'll have to fall in line. They'll have to fight their way up while we already up here. Think that way. But we won't get there unless we fix ourselves, unless we get our community together. And I mean all of us together, doing it, persistent. But we gotta stay persistent. It's real. It's real if we do it. I feel it. I do. We can do it. We can do it.